Hello everyone, welcome to Momma Jo's Kitchen. Hey, I've got some things in the oven to go along with the main dish today. Michael's going to be home soon. I've got a non-stick skillet here that has about a cup of canola oil in there. I probably could have used up some bacon grease or something like that, but I'm just decided I would do canola oil today. And over here in this bag, I have a marinade, and at the beginning of the video, you'll see everything that you need to make this marinade. And I have about 5 very thin, bone-in pork chops. And they've been sitting out here on the counter. Now, if you're not going to get to it right away, of course, this is something you could do the night before. Or, you know, it doesn't need very long to marinate in. And this is Dijon mustard and buttermilk. So what I'm going to do right now, because my oil is over here heating on the stove, is I'm going to get this drained off into the sink in a colander. And you don't rinse it or anything. All we want to do is get it drained. And once I get it transferred back over here, we'll get the rest of the stuff together and I'll show you how we're going to do these chops up. We'll be right back. All right, folks. I have them over here setting, but we need to get our flour mixture up. And it's basically the same way I would do my country fried steak. So you'll need about a half a cup of all-purpose flour. And we're going to season that with just salt and pepper. That's about a teaspoon. Now, of course, you could season it with other stuff if you prefer, but since we have this marinade and everything, that's about a teaspoon of pepper. Maybe a little bit more. Just take your whisk and whisk it really well until it's combined. And then get yourself something that you can dredge your meat in. I may actually need a little bit more because I didn't think about the fact that these chops here. Here, I'm trying to spread this out a little bit. Here, they're really in a thick coating here. Even when I drained them off, they still have a good bit of sauce on them. So I'm just going to set that right down in the flour. Sorry about that. On that glass, it makes a lot of noise. Okay, I think my oil is hot enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that right in there. That tells you that's nice and hot. We'll do the same with this piece. And if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, you know, get in there or wear a pair of gloves. Move that one over a little bit. I might have enough to do 1 or 2 more. I might have to do up a little bit more flour. We'll see. Now I'm going to let this fry for a little bit. You know, let me set the timer. Pork chops don't take too long. Now, I had the timer on there for the stove, for the oven. Probably, you know, about 3 minutes, you know, something like that. And keep an eye on your temperature. You don't want it too high. So I just turned mine down a little bit. And I'm going to get them nice and brown and done up. And that's all there is to it. And I'll bring you back and show you And then I've got some stuff in the oven for Michael, and he'll be happy to give you all a taste test. I guess if you want a name for this would be fried mustard pork chops. Okay, we'll be back. Hey, I brought you all down to give you a closer look. Now these pork chops are very thin, so they don't take as long to fry. So if you get thicker pork chops, keep that in mind. And the temperature that you're doing, that you're frying them on, you might have to fry it on a lower temperature for a longer period of time. You don't want to fry it at a real high temperature because then it'll be done on the outside and not done on the inside. So I've turned these already, and I got myself a rack back here that I'm going to put them on when they're done. And here in my dredging station, remember I had a half a cup of flour and I had 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Well, because these chops over here are, see the thick coating that I have on them, I want to make sure that I have enough flour. So I did add another half a cup of flour to this and just a tad, not much, of salt and pepper, and just stirred it back up. And that's probably going to be, I'd rather have too much flour than not enough flour. And that's all there is to it, folks. And like I said, I've got some stuff in the oven. I'll do up a plate for Michael, and he's going to give you all a taste test here very soon. We'll be right back.
How you doing, YouTube? Here to taste test the fried Dijon mustard pork chops. The smell is amazing. They're tender. Oh my. I probably didn't even need a fork or a knife. Now, a lot of people, you ain't gonna believe this. That's actually better than fried chicken right there. That crust is amazing. Pork perfectly fried, perfectly seasoned.
Do you taste the mustard?
Yes, but it's not overpowering. The crust is just perfect. This is a 20 out of 20, easily. Hands down, one of the best pork chops I've eaten in a long, long time. 2 thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the video. Come back and get some goodness. Thank you. Good night.